If you are using Franklin and you decide to attack an NPC in front of some police officers, you will get arrested instantly. But if an NPC decides to attack you in front of the police instead, they will simply just ignore it. Otherwise, if you pull out your phone and call this exact number, you will see that this will actually start the purge, meaning that all the NPCs will be causing endless havoc and chaos with various weapons. But if you decide to go to Lester's house as Michael and start attacking him for no reason, no matter how many times you do it, Lester will not fight back. But if you use Franklin instead, you will see that Lester finally snaps back and chases him down. But if you go to this location on the map and go around to the back, you will see a secret supercar parked which looks like a Lamborghini. But be careful, this car is so fast that it might actually crash your game completely. Other than that, did you know, if you decide to go to Los Santos Customs and buy all the upgrades on your vehicle, you will start to notice when you park near some NPCs, they will actually admire the car and even take pictures of it. If you pull out your phone and call this specific number, you will actually spawn a secret undercover police car. And after using this car, you will unlock the ability to be able to arrest NPCs. Otherwise, in the mission, where Franklin has to go to Michael's house to get a car, there are some secret cutscenes if you get caught. But the funniest one is the one where Amanda and the tennis coach catches you as he starts to mention a certain thing about Franklin, other than that on the big score heist. If you decide to choose Karam Dens as your driver, as one of your crew members, then during the heist while getting away from the police, you will notice that he will actually get arrested and you will lose his side of the cut. Otherwise, if you go to this location on the map and go inside the garage, you can find a banned online vehicle, also known as the famous Batmobile. This car also has the boost feature to make it go even faster. But did you know, if you actually go in front of the train as Michael, it will stop and horn you to move out the way. But if you go in front of the train as Franklin, the train driver won't even notice you. If you decide to pull out your phone and call this number, this will actually start an alien invasion, and you will start to notice aliens coming down from the sky onto the map and start attacking everyone. Otherwise, on the mission, I fought the law, and once you meet up at the petrol station, there is actually no failed mission barrier, and it is impossible to get the police on you, meaning you can go to the military base and have as much fun as you want without getting caught. Other than that, if you go to this exact location on the map and go into the filming studio, you can actually find a secret car, also known as the famous scramjet vehicle. This vehicle has built-in weapons and can be used in the to jump really high. Otherwise, if you are using Michael and an NPC attacks you in front of the police, you will see that the police will actually arrest them. But if you use Franklin and get attacked by an NPC in front of them, they will simply just ignore it. But if you go to this exact location and follow around to the back, you will see a hidden banned online vehicle. Parked with this vehicle, you can ram anything off the road. If you are using Michael and use your weapon to aim at NPCs in cars, they won't even notice. But if you decide to use Franklin instead and aim your weapon, the NPCs will start to panic immediately and take you for a ride. Otherwise, in the mission, father and son, at the part when you are going after Michael's boat and get to the point where you have to save Jimmy, but fail to. In time, you will actually see a secret cutscene of Michael crying womp womp. But did you know if you pull out your phone and call this specific number, you will actually start a zombie apocalypse and all the NPCs will begin to be affected and you will even see wildlife infected that will come to attack you. Other than that, if you go to this exact location on the map and take a helicopter to a very high altitude, you will eventually see a UFO appear, but be careful, this one will actually try to abduct you if you get too close to it. But did you know if you happen to have damaged your car quite a lot, you can actually switch to a different character and then switch straight back to the character you was originally using, and the car will magically fix completely. If you use Trevor to find Michael on the map and start a fight with him, Michael will actually not bother with you. But if you use Franklin instead, after 2 to 3 attempts, Michael will actually have enough of Franklin. But if you decide to go to Lester's house and decide to help him fall asleep after a while, then you will notice once you go to Los Santos Beach, you can actually catch him training and look maxing, and once he notices you this time, he will actually try to get his revenge. Otherwise, if you pull out your phone and call this specific number, you will gain a new special ability. With this ability, you can shapeshift into any character on the map, even police officers. But did you know if you go to this exact location on the map and go around to the back shown, you can find a hidden secret supercar, worth over $3.4 million, and yes, you can actually sell this car or keep it in any garage other than that. If you are using Franklin, you won't be able to go back inside to his old house, but there is actually a way while you are walking towards to door, and you instantly switch characters and then back to Franklin, it will spawn him inside. If you are using Michael and decide to bring Franklin with you to Lester's house, you will notice that after attacking Lester, he won't attack you back. Rather, he will blame it on Franklin and start to attack him instead of Michael. Otherwise, in the mission Fresh Meat, there is actually a secret cutscene where if you don't decide to save Michael in time, you will eventually see that he will get turned into a sausage roll. Womp womp. But, did you know if you pull out your phone as Michael and call this exact number, you will spawn a hidden supercar? This is actually an upgraded version of Michael's car, worth over $2 million. So you can only store this car in Michael's garage. Other than that, if you press the punch button and the stealth mode button at the same time, 3 times, you will actually unlock a car remote menu. You can use this on any car. You like to unlock doors or open the trunk of the car and other cool features like drive the car without sitting in it. But did you know, if you go to this location on the map and go around the front of the place shown, you will actually find a OG GTA character, also known as Tommy Vercetti from GTA Vice City. If you pull out your phone and call this exact number, you will spawn a secret hidden supercar. The interesting thing about this car is you can actually drive on water with it, and it won't drown the car. But did you know if you get arrested as Michael, they will let you go after making you pay a fine? But if you get arrested as Franklin instead, more than 2-3 times, you will actually get put into prison. But if you decide to choose to defeat Trevor on the last mission, once you go to meet Ron as Michael, he will actually not bother with you. But if you go as Franklin instead, Ron will actually try to avenge Trevor instead, this time. Otherwise, did you know if you start the mission friend request and go to this exact door to then blow yourself up once you exit out of the mission, this will now give you access to the Life Invader building, and you will be able to roam inside the whole building. Other than that, if you find the subway train on the map and stand at the doorways, you can cause endless chaos, and the cops won't be able to arrest you as long as you stand at the doorways blocking the doors from closing. And after a while, the cops will actually give up. If you are using Michael and visit the ammunition shop, the owner will grate you very nicely. But if you go and buy this exact monkey mask and then go straight back to the ammunition shop this time, the owner won't be so nice to you. Looks like he thought I was Frank. If you pull out your phone and call this specific number, it will spawn a usable jetpack from Doomsday Heist. This jetpack is banned, so this is the only secret way to obtain it. Otherwise, if you go to Trevor's house after completing the game, 100% you will catch him throwing grenades randomly in the distance. He will keep doing this, even if you walk near him. But did you know if you pull out your phone and call this specific number, it will cause an earthquake and make everything on the map jump up and down, including all cars and NPCs. But be careful, as this can crash your game after a while. Other than that, if you go to this location on the map and follow the path shown, you will find a secret supercar. The interesting thing about this car is that by pressing the special ability button, it will bring out a parachute. So you can use this car to make big jumps and land safely. If you pull out your phone and call this specific number, you will spawn a group of Lesters, and as soon as they notice you, they will all run to attack you. So have fun trying to survive. Otherwise, if you go to this exact location on the map and follow near the back, you will see a crashed UFO on the ground, which you can actually enter if you go near it, and you will be able to fly it around the city. But on the mission, Fame or Shame, if you decide to drive your car into the entrance shown, it will give you a failed mission instantly. Now, once you exit out of this mission from the failed screen, this will actually unlock the interior for the building so you can visit it and roam freely. But did you know, in the mission Minor Turbulence, after you have gotten into the back of the plane as Trevor, you will be prompted to jump out of it. But if you fail to do so, you will see a secret cutscene that tributes the Twin Towers. Other than that, if you go to this exact location on the map and follow the path shown, you will find a secret supercar which looks like the famous McLaren. The interesting thing about this car is, it has a working spoiler when you reach a high enough speed. If you use Michael to get a taxi and you prompt the taxi driver to hurry up, he will actually drive like a maniac. But if you use Franklin instead, the driver will actually pull you out of the taxi because you're Otherwise, if you go to the very top of Mount Chiliad after completing the game 100% and you walk to where the telescopes are placed, you will see a secret hidden UFO appear in the far distance. Did you know if you visit Lester as Michael, he will actually greet you nicely? But if you go and buy this exact monkey mask to meet him again, he will actually panic. Way too much. This is because Lester actually is afraid of Frank. If you pull out, you phone and call this exact number, you will spawn a secret supercar that looks exactly like an Aston Martin, but be careful. This car is one of the hardest cars to drive, as it reaches high speeds in milliseconds. Other than that, if you go to this exact location on the MPA and follow towards the back of the house, shown you will find the most expensive GTA Online car, also known as the F1 car. This is fastest and most expensive car on GTA currently.